Greetings viewers, YouTubers, interwebbers. Welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Byron. I am the Bull, and this is my foodie channel. This week, we made a take on Beef Wellington. I call them the baby Wellingtons. So we used some puff pastry and some ground beef instead of a beef tenderloin, made a mushroom duxelle, and put it all together. And I will display that in the video. So same deal like all of the YouTubes. If you like, please give me the thumbs ups. Please subscribe. Share these channels or this channel with your friends, and we can conversate in the comments. So with that, I will bid you a farewell do, and on to the video. So getting started, we have these Pepperidge Farms puff pastry sheets, which we will see in action a little bit later. Then here we have some just regular old Italian breadcrumbs, and I use 4 tablespoons in the mix. Next, we're going to take 2 eggs and just going to lightly scramble them, and they will go over the top of about a pound of ground beef. And here we have 4 pretty decently rounded tablespoons of breadcrumbs. And here we have some dried parsley. The recipe called for 2 tablespoons. I had about 1.5 left at the bottom of my jar. I call it good. And just a pinch of salt. Then we're gonna just mix this thoroughly, quick edit style, and done. Next, we're going to chop up finely some baby portabellas for the duxelle. And I had already moved the camera, but these green onions will make an appearance in the duxelle as well. All right, over medium-high heat, I am going to put 3 tablespoons of butter in a pan, to which I will add the mushrooms, and then we'll reduce that down a couple 3 minutes. And we're going to add our chopped onions and continue to reduce for another 2 to 3 minutes. And then I'm just going to add a pinch of salt to help marry these flavors together. Now, to finish this duxelle off, I'm going to add some garlic. That's about 2 tablespoons. I have a tablespoon of dried basil. And then I'm going to put in a 1/2 cup of some red wine. And we had this Wisconsin Pride in the fridge, so that was my wine of choice. That is also a good drinking wine. And it worked out well for this recipe. If you're not a wine drinker or don't have wine in your house, you could either use grape juice, or if you don't want to use grape juice, you might want to try a couple squirts of Worcestershire or soy, or possibly balsamic vinegar. All right, it has been several minutes and everything has cooked down nicely. So I'm going to take this off the heat and let it cool for a little while and move over to prep for the baby beef Wellingtons. So I'm just gonna add a light dusting of flour to the top of my working surface here. And then I will open up the puff pastries and cut them in 4 squares. Repeat for the second sheet. And now we assemble. So we put the duxelle on top of the puff pastry. We're going to top the duxelle with some, in this case, mozzarella cheese. You use the cheese of your choice. And then finally, we're going to take our meat mixture and put that over the duxelle and the cheese. And then I will show you how I wrapped it up. So what I'm going to do is just bring the corners up into the middle, and then I'm going to pinch the seams closed after I get everything kind of bunched up in here. So then I'll just pinch these seams down, and instead of cutting it, cutting a slice in the middle to make a little X, I just pull the dough out a little bit and let the air escape that way. And then I rinse repeat 7 more times, slap them on a coated sheet pan and into a 400-degree oven for 30 minutes. And then we have this. And this is good. And this is a little preview of the one I cut for my daughter. Please don't mind the camera, but as you can see, perfectly cooked. Then we paired it with some green beans. And oh yeah.